Hello, everybody. Um, I went to an estate sale today, and I found the linen closet. See what I found in the linen closet? Let me show you what I found in the linen closet. And the guy at the cashier at the front charged me $10 for it. So I says, okay, I'll take it. It was this little dress, crochet dress, and this crochet doily, and this one. This one, and this one. I'll just hold them up and show them to you. I'm already tired of saying, and this one. I want to thank everybody who responded to my call for help last night on my fabric book. They were all very helpful suggestions, and I kind of used, like most of you said, used what was appropriate for the situation. A lot of this is pretty stained, but I'm going to try and wash them and see if they'll come clean. I have got the 2 center pages done today, and I'm very pleased with them, and know now what I'm going to do with the rest of the book. This one was tatted. This estate sale was just around the corner from me. Matter of fact, I drove over there and miraculously got a parking space right in front of the house because the entire block was lined with cars. But I got a parking space right in front of the house. But then I had to come home and get some more money, or get some money. And I walked home instead of moving my car, because I knew if I moved my car, I might as well leave it at home and walk over there anyway, because I wouldn't get a space much closer than what I was. So I got my exercise this afternoon, something that I strongly resist. Aren't these nice? This lady, she was in a 3-bedroom house just like mine, only they had taken the center bedroom and made it a hallway down to 3 additional rooms. And it was just massive. And every room in the house was floor to ceiling and wall-to-wall bookshelves. Isn't that pretty? Or drawers. And she had every one of them apparently stuffed full of stuff. And of course, a lot of it had been pulled out and placed where people can see them, see the stuff. But apparently, nobody pulled out the linen closet stuff. Because, like the guy at the register said, he didn't think anybody had seen them because otherwise they wouldn't still be there. So I was really quite lucky. Now there was this bag of something. I didn't take it all out and look at it. I just started stuffing everything out in a big tablecloth and ran with it. Huge table doily. And another one. I was told, oh, isn't that one pretty? I was told that tomorrow, if you're there at 8 o'clock in the morning and get in line, they are going to give you a large box, and anything that you can fill, put in the large box, is going to be $5. Now, I probably would have waited to get these, hopefully tomorrow, but I knew that if anybody found them, they weren't going to be there. So I went ahead and spent the $10. And it's a little bonnet. Piece of lace. Pretty good size. And here's a pretty one. Looks like this one was around a pillowcase. And this one's pretty. This one must have also been around a pillowcase. Anyway, this woman must have done a lot of crafts because several of the rooms, the shelves were just stuffed with craft books or cooking books. This one's kind of hard to see, but pull out a couple little sections there. And she had so many things in the yard sale. I saw a lot of candy molds, which I would have possibly picked up for resin or clay. And of course, not all of the candy molds are appropriate for those, but there were some that were. This whole bag is just looks to be just lace. And all of this stuff needs good washing. There's a collar. I think that might be a collar. Look at that one. But I might see if my mom wants to walk around there with me tomorrow and get a box full of stuff. There were a few little odds and ends that I wouldn't have minded having. A few little crafty things. A couple little just knickknacks. Oh, that one's pretty. Oh, look how delicate this one is. Isn't that beautiful? And there's another one. As soon as I got home this afternoon, I had all the doilies wrapped up in a tablecloth, like I said, so that made it easier for me to carry them, and I didn't drop any. So when I got home, I just put the bag on the floor behind my craft table here. And a few minutes later, I looked around to see what the dog was doing. Well, he had cuddled himself up on top of the big bag of crocheted stuff. I kind of thought that was kind of cute. Such a little stinker. He didn't hurt anything, but here's some half shells. Maybe goes that way. Now, I don't know if that lady did all this crocheting or if a lot of it she's just taken off of like pillowcases and stuff. But at her age, it's possible she crocheted them to begin with and put them on the pillowcases. And then when the pillowcases were no longer any good, she may have cut the lace back off again. I was kind of surprised to hear that she had died recently, because she's like right behind me, but over 2 houses. And I would have thought that I would have heard from somebody, because the neighborhood kind of shares information. Look at that. You know, so-and-so is ill, or, you know, keep an ear out for them, or another one may have gotten hurt, you know, that may need a little bit of assistance or something. We have a pretty good street here, pretty good little area. Everybody kind of watches out for each other, takes good care of each other. We always know when a dog has been wandered off, what the description of the dog is, what his name is, whether he's chipped or not, whether he's got any collar or distinguishing marks or anything. And 90% of the time, the dog does get returned because it just wandered off and maybe went around the corner to another house or down the street or whatever. There's this one dog right now that has been lost. This little Australian Husky, and the people are just so distraught as to what has happened to the dog, where it has gone. It recently was shipped over here from Germany. I guess they were stationed in Germany and got brought back to the United States, and so they had the dog shipped over, and they had to ship him over. This is another tatted one. They had to ship him over just like maybe a week or so before they came, and a relative of theirs picked it up at the airport and held it until they got here. Well, he has gotten loose, and I am suspecting that he is probably trying to find his way back to Germany, which is not going to be possible, but the poor thing is probably lost and confused. And I feel so sorry for him and for the owners because they are just so distraught. Oh, look at this. What does this say? Let's see. Okay, there's a star. H-O-M-E, home, and another star, H-O-M-E, home. So I guess it says home all the way. No, this is something different. There's another star. S-W-E-E-T. Home sweet home. Isn't that cute? And I picked this one up, and I'm not really quite sure why, but I thought the embroidery was very pretty. It's just so faint that you really can't tell. But it might work out. I'll see if there's something I can use it for. And then this is what I wrapped it all in. And it's just got this trim all the way around the edge. And then in 4 places, it's got that. It's a circle tablecloth. And that goes up to the center in 4 different places. So probably cuts it in 4, so obviously. And then I found this, and I thought the bag was cute. But it is full of little potpourri bags. And she's decorated each one with a flower, and there's just tons of them in there. And they smell pretty good, but I think they're kind of dried out. So I'm going to try and soak them in water for an hour or so and see if it refreshes them. Sometimes you can refresh a sachet that way. So I thought I'd give it a try anyway. So that was my $10 estate sale find. And like I said, I didn't look around a whole lot after I found those. Number one, they were too heavy to carry. And number two, I was content with what I found. And it, like I said, everything was so messy and jumbled that you really couldn't see a whole lot of the stuff that was there. So thank you for joining me tonight. Hope I didn't bore you all to death. And I'll catch you again soon. Bye.